Okay. Thank you this evening for joining me, Miss Rutledge. Would you like to call you Miss Rutledge, or would you like me to go by Sarah?
Sarah's fine.
Okay. Thank you, Sarah, for joining me at Eternal Rest Funeral Homes. Here for your mother. My deepest condolences go to your family at this time.
Thank you.
She has her next of kin down as Lucas Rutledge, which is her grandson.
Yeah.
That would be your son?
Okay.
Since he is under the age of 18, you will be acting as an informant and advocate on his behalf.
Okay.
The funeral home will handle all paperwork and permits along with that. Your mother passed away at the nursing home?
Yes.
Okay. She was born on 1/1/1920. And she died 11/1/2018.
Yes.
Doctor is still Joseph Kane. Did he pronunciate her dead in the funeral home?
Yes.
Okay, so you called in at 1:15, gave the permission to embalm, but she is going to get cremated as per your request. You'll need 3 copies of the death certificate.
Why 3?
3 copies. One will go to Vital Records so that her information will be entered into the EDRS, which is the Electronic Death Record System.
Okay.
So that any medical professional will be able to look it up to get information about that if they need any information. It doesn't look like there is any specific suspicious circumstances involved in your mother's passing.
Okay.
You would like her cremated?
Yes.
Okay. Would you like an expedited service? In 1 week, you'll get the 3 death certificates, one going to Vital Records, one going to Social Security, so they can prevent fraud. And to expedite the service for the 3 death certificates, it's $40. Funeral home does cover that cost. Would you like the expedited service?
I'm thinking so.
Okay. The funeral home is always here if you have any questions about Vital Records or how to handle any probate or estate problems. The death certificate will come in handy as well when you need to change any bills from her name to yours. That being that, so she's going to be buried at Mount Elliott Cemetery.
Yes.
She had a husband named George Rutledge.
My dad, yes.
So I'm going to put my pen down now that I got basic information. We'll get into more in depth. I would like to hear more about your mother, and it says that she has a bachelor's degree. I was not here when the first call made, so I don't know if any other information was given on that.
She was a teacher. Whole family, she came from teachers. Her mom was a teacher, aunts were teachers, and she just really, really loved kids. So, and she did that for a long time, and then taught English as a second language in her spare time. And her and my dad, I know they were kind of quiet. They used to travel once in a while, like once a year, and they like to gamble. They like to go to the casino and go out to eat. And then after he passed away, she just concentrated on her family, and she was just really sweet, loving, amazing woman.
Do you have any other siblings that would be attending?
Yeah, I have a brother, an older brother, John.
Okay. I'm sorry that he could not be here today. I unfortunately don't know the circumstances in which he isn't here, but is very brave to do this on your own. So thank you. I'm
Thank you.
sure your mom would very greatly appreciate somebody handling her final wishes as well as you are handling it at the moment. So she is widowed.
Yeah.
There are benefits survivors can get through Social Security. It explains it a little bit here. I'm not 100%. I have every information about this. I know you can call the Social Security office, and they would be able to tell you if you get any special one-time payments to help pay for the funeral or any additional costs.
Okay.
And how that information comes into play. So I've included that in the packet along with what's coming up, which is called General Price List, which highlights all information regarding cost.
Okay.
Now let's plan a beautiful ceremony and memorial for your mother.
That'd be great.
So full name, Anne Marie Rutledge.
Yes.
You are at Eternal Rest Funeral Home. My name is Morgan Ashley Perry. I'm the funeral director. Location of service will be the Mount Elliott Cemetery. Would you like a clergyman to officiate the funeral?
No.
Okay. Would it be okay if I stepped in on that part?
Yes.
Okay. Was she military? Belonged to any social organizations?
No.
Okay. Would you like any pallbearers in case of a ark for her urn?
No, thank you.
Okay. You had picked out 2 songs. I believe it's on the special notes on our first call sheet. I know you were a little, and still are a little bit emotionally distraught, so I just wish to make sure that this information is correct. You would like to play Carry On Wayward Son and Stairway to Heaven?
Yes.
Okay. You did not want any reading of any scripture or psalms. No. You had said that your mother was beautiful like a sunflower.
Yes.
And those were her favorite flowers.
Mm-hmm.
So you would like flowers. Would you like memorial donations to be given out in case the families would like to donate money to a cause or an organization as opposed to bringing flowers?
American Cancer Society would be great.
Okay, thank you very much. Cremated remains you wish to be present to be put into a vault to be buried next to your father. The service will begin. Your first musical selection will be played. I hear your brother said that he was going to come into town with a special eulogy to read for his mother. Did you wish for your son to come up and light a candle in remembrance of your mother?
Yes.
And then a word from the family to the family and friends of your mother. The address for the cemetery is on the form. I will give you a copy of this form so you have this information.
Okay.
All the documents are in this file. You did purchase a burial vault, is this correct? A burial vault is a chamber that gets buried under the ground for the urn or to go to, so that nothing happens to the remains after interment. Would you be interested in a burial vault?
Yes.
Okay. property or crypt already purchased? Did you already, I don't know, that would be a no, you didn't purchase the vault yet. We'll go through that. Number of spaces, 1, yes. I understood that she wanted to be buried next to her husband.
Yes.
His space is already full, so we're going to put number of spaces as 1. She's going to be buried with vault with remains cremated next to husband George. You wanted the double granite tombstone with the inscription of loving wife for 55 years, loving mother for all of eternity, with her birthday and her death day.
Yes.
So that'll be a final disposition of an earth burial. The obituary, her name, Anne Marie Rutledge. Spouse's name, deceased, George Nicholas Rutledge. Place of death is West Spring Pines Nursing Home on November 7th. Her children are your brother John Alex Rutledge, she lives in Detroit, and Sarah, you live in Richmond?
Yes.
Okay, and your son stays with you? Any others? Does she have any other siblings?
No.
Her parents, are they deceased?
Yes.
Okay. The date, time, place of the memorial and burial would take place on 11/12/2018 at 1 a.m. Mount Elliott Cemetery. I'd be officiating this. The address of the funeral home and cemetery are on here. You said in lieu of flowers, the memorial contributions can be made to the American Cancer Society.
Yes.
Marriage photos and family photos arranged next to the urn before interment. And she had a bachelor's degree in teaching. She was married January 14th, 1959.
Yes.
And she taught 5th grade. Nephew must have been must still be a very smart child.
Oh, yes.
She must not have let him get away with very many missing homework assignments.
No.
She got Teacher Year Award 3 decades in a row. Would you like to bring some of those?
Absolutely.
Okay. Next is Statement of Funeral Goods and Services and Select Purchase Agreement. On page 7 of the general price list, which is included in your documents, it entails every service that we have. I have started the paperwork already. I would just like to go through some of it with you. And this is basic. You can follow along in the general price list as I go. Date of birth, January 1st, 1920, November 7, 2018. Date of death, date of service is the 12th. Your mom's name is Anne, last name Rutledge. You're paying for the entire funeral, other than what Social Security does not cover. Has your name up at the top under buyer's address. The minimal that we charge for a professional service fee is $3,895. This is 24-hour availability of staff, arrangements with family, preparation, filing of all the paperwork. You're opting for direct cremation, so there'll be no viewing of the body or embalming. That is $3,995. Forwarding your remains transportation from the nursing home to here is $325, and then receiving, bringing it to the crematorium or to the our cemetery is $325 as well.
Okay.
I've listed out everything. The memorial service for the 1020. There is a slight difference in the date of death and the date of service, so the body will be refrigerated for a total of $12,620. The funeral home since we have worked with your family before, would like to offer a discount amount of $8,500 off of the total of $21,120, which leaves a balance of $12,620. Less the amount of $8,000 that you have already put down, leaves an amount of $4,620 to be paid the day before the service. Are you okay with that amount?
Yes.
Okay. After this is over, we will sign and date it and notarize it so that it can be sent off.
Okay.
At this time, would you like to go pick out an urn for your mother?
Yeah.
Then thank you very much. We will go take a look at the viewing room.
Okay, thank you.